How are you today, John?
I'm good, thank you. Good.
That's good. And so with 6 years in the making and 11 years since your last release, how does it feel to get songs of the third and fifth out there?
It's fantastic. I feel really good. It's like, a real relief because it was taking a long time and just felt like we were never going to get there. So, yeah, quite a relief.
And what about the tour you've got planned for March next year? Are you looking forward to that or are you a little nervous?
I was just thinking about that today. I haven't played for a while. I was thinking it's going to be strange getting back on stage, but no, we always seem to do all right. As soon as we start rehearsing again, everything seems to fall into place. But yeah, I definitely would have a few nerves, but I know it'll be fine.
Well, I read that you don't write on your own. You like to actually be with the band when you write.
Yes.
Do you think you have another album in you?
Do I have another album in me? I guess I have to see what happens to the next relationship. I don't know. I've always got things that I'm writing about and doing. I'm always writing music that would be, probably maybe best served in other projects. But, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I try to explain we're not commercially concerned. It's not like we've got to pump things out. So, this isn't about, selling records and CDs. It's, for me, it is, excuse the terrible word, but it is art, artistic, whatever you want to call it. Put it out there when we can. So as long as I got breath in me, I got albums left in me.
Oh, that's good to hear because you've got a lot of excited fans out there.
That's good. It's great to hear too.
Well, you've done good at building anticipation with this album too.
Yeah, I think they can work against you sometimes. You wait too long, everyone says, bad luck, we'll go.
I was going to actually say you've been very open about your personal problems and things like that. This album was therapeutic for you, was it?
Yeah, in a way. I think it was a bit of somewhere a sanctuary, in fact. It sort of occurred just leading up to, we'd already recorded it, but then it was all sort of breaking down whilst I was trying to do all the lyrics. And, of course, there were times when it was somewhere to go and hide. There were other times where I just couldn't even get myself out of the house to even get into the place to do the studio. And it was really, really hard. From that point of view, therapeutic, yes.
Oh, that's good because it seems like your sense of humour's come back because the album title has come from the fact that most of the songs are based around the third and fifth fret on your guitar.
Yeah, look, people, believe it or not, we do have a sense of humour. It's just, what we choose to do is I guess it's not a sort of band of funny buggers, but yeah, we have a sense of humour and sometimes there are a lot of things that are tongue-in-cheek, and that sort of, but it worked. That album title sort of worked. It made sense. So it lent itself to the sort of military images as well as to the rest of the stuff that we do. Sorry, I just had my daughter interrupt then. Yes, go ahead.
And so Henry Rollins, who is a good friend of yours and has produced some of your albums in the past, actually makes an appearance on this album?
Yes, he sings on Grey 11, which I don't think it was ever really intended that was going to happen, but he dropped by while we were doing mixes and recording. And in fact, I think he came by when we were mixing more than anything. I reckon we'd finished the recording. And he was in town doing spoken word. He dropped by because we always try to catch up. And it was just really, it was good. There was a song that I thought might work and I broached the subject. And he was cool about doing it. He sat down, listened to the middle breakdown part that I had, wrote these lyrics, checked them out, made sure that it was all on the same page as what I was going for, which he always, gets it because it was sort of into very many of the same things. And, he did 2 or 3 takes, I think, and it was just perfect delivery. It sounds great.
And you've released Barkhammer and Heart of Stone off the CD already. Is 1,000 Yards a new single or is it about to be?
I don't know. I can never work out, what the whole dealings on with singles and whatnot. Other people seem to be better at working out what might get some airplay. I don't know. Maybe that or Separatist or something. You like that one? The 1,000 Yards. Truly, I take myself out of those choices, just write the music, and to be honest, I'd rather send the whole album out and people play what they want.
Well, I like the whole album. I only discovered you with the This Is This CD.
Oh, okay, yep.
Because I was doing radio in Geelong back then.
Geelong, guess what my daughter's wearing right now? Geelong Cats. She's 7 and she's a big Geelong Cats fan.
Good on her. It'd make sense that your daughter would have good taste.
Yeah, she does actually, yeah.
Do you think she's going to be a musician when she grows up?
Either that or an actress. I think everyone says that about their kids, but yeah, she's got definitely talent there. She's pretty arty too, though. She's pretty good at drawing and that. Whatever she wants, she can do.
What was it actually like? Because you got thrown into the role of vocalist early on, and that's not what you actually intended to be. What was it like having to take on that role?
Yeah, well, it was like I'd always wanted a 4-piece where I didn't have to do anything, like except for write and play guitar. But what was occurring is that I was writing, most, if not all, of the lyrics back then. This is when we had Rod in the band when we first formed, and I think it's really hard for someone to sing another person's songs sometimes. If I mean, Rod definitely got what I was saying, but the delivery, his style, it was one of those things we worked out as we were going along, and eventually. I just knew that I was going to be able to do it, and I took over the role, and it definitely made it easier,
Yeah. You're playing at the Golden Plains in Meredith on Sunday, March the 10th.
Yes, looking forward to that.
And then you'll be at the Hi-Fi in Melbourne on the 15th.
Yes.
You're kicking off in Adelaide on the 8th and going to every major city.
Correct.
Perth, Brisbane and Sydney, as well as Coolangatta.
Yep.
People can find you at tmoc.com.au, and you've got links to all your social pages there.
Yes, that's true.
And hopefully in the future I'll be able to have another chat with you about a bit longer one because,
That'd be great. I mean, I always like talking about stuff, particularly if people are, informed and, you know about the band and you got questions. I'm always happy to talk.
Good luck with the tour and the album.
Come to a show and always say, come say hello. We don't just hang around backstage. We make sure we get out, we see the bands that support us and we talk to people.
Yeah, it's great. And Familiar Territory was always one of my favourites.
Yes. It's one of mine as well.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, have fun with your daughter tonight. It sounds like you've got your hands full.
I always have, yes. So thanks for that. I really appreciate it. I need the help.
Okay, thanks for your time. And
okay, see you later.
Have fun.
Okay,
bye.
bye.